Virgo Queen, here to awaken the divine consciousness. I do Mother Peace Tarot and Life Purpose astrological readings, and this weekly weather forecast is for the collective consciousness, for us to tune in on how to work best with the cosmos. And for this 3-card reading from April 10th to April 16th, I first look at the overall energy, which is 5 of Cups. So 5 is conflict, and Cups is emotions. And this week, Venus retrograde is finally going direct. Of course, we have Mercury also in retrograde, and Jupiter, and a couple other planets this week. But finally, Venus is returning to her ultimate glory. But what this means is that we have gone through really big changes in our relationships. Venus retrograde is all about looking at what works and what doesn't in both ourselves, our habits, our inner worlds, and also our relationships, our partnerships in both love and business. So, 5 of Cups is the disappointment in love. Looking at all the things that, well, don't work. Things that we had expected much bigger to happen. Or the lack of support in our true vision for our life. So a lot of relationships are asking the big question this week. Do we stay together? Or do we go our separate ways? Which all comes from the disappointment in love. Because we have these internal needs and wants when it comes to how we need to be loved. And so it's fair to know what no longer serves you. And to see that even though all the old cups are filled with old sorrows and disappointments and all the things that we can fill, is showing that we truly need to know that we can fill our own cup with our own love, and that we can receive divine love from all aspects of life. So let the disappointment guide you towards the right direction. Because in the overall struggle and the conflict of the week, we have reverse Shaman of Wands. So this really shows a power struggle. And a lot of times where expectations and disappointments come from is our own projection, our own needing to control something that is uncontrollable. Love is its own chaotic force that moves and is constant in our life. But of course, it's really with the contracts that we have with others, if they're sustainable or not. And that's what Venus retrograde was all about. But now we have Mercury in retrograde and Jupiter and all these ways that we express ourselves and how we reach outside of ourselves. So the power struggle is really within. And it shows that there is a lack of authority in our own life. That perhaps that we weren't taught on how to trust our instincts when it comes to the partnerships that we need to move into. And of course, when I say partnerships, it's also in business. Business is so much of a reflection of what's going on in our internal world. And we may have all sorts of different clients, but they are an aspect of ourselves. And so this power struggle that you have with others is really a power struggle with yourself. Which one wants to come and act as the chief of your kingdom? So the shaman is the male authority figure. Perhaps there wasn't a strong authority figure in your life that taught you how to really wean out and trust relationships that no longer work, or really allow you to trust, again, your instincts, your fire, your knowing, your ambition. So the overall solution is reverse 7 of Wands. And so again, there is a struggle on which aspect of yourself that wants to live this life. And so what I did is I pulled a helper card. What this means is that even when the outcome or the solution has its own difficulty, we can call in another energy to give us more power, more insight, and new energy and a perspective to bring in. And we have the sun. The sun. The dark night of the soul is over. Our own identity, our own life force that truly moves us. So with all these power struggles, you really need to ask yourself, who am I in all of it? And all this struggle and conflict, again, comes within you. I know it's so hard to believe sometimes, this idea that whatever is going on in the outer world is something inside of me. But remember, don't take it so personally. These are old habits, old ancestral wounds that aren't even yours. So you don't need to keep them. You don't need to keep fighting the same war, because it's never going to have a winner. If you just choose to be yourself in this life and thank everyone for what they brought you and the gifts and the wounds and all these things that came up, and you just live your life with a grateful heart for whatever has arrived at your front door, then you are the hero of this journey. So trust the sun and stand out in this spring sunlight and just welcome and allow the sun to warm your heart and to let go of any ego struggles or power conflicts and give your life source to something bigger than yourself, the sun. And remember that you too have your own sun, your sun sign, and look for the guidance in that. Sagittarius can call in its fire, ambitious, teacher, wisdom energy. Virgo, it's earthy, grounded, loving energy. There's so many qualities that are naturally given to you. So allow them to come into your life and be the person that you know you are. Hope this helps. Have an amazing week. And if you'd like a one-on-one or personal reading, contact me at www.innerdoorways.com. Have a beautiful day.